loving all the positive feedback from it, and
You know, I kind of feel sorry for her, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Like, she's, you know, she does genuinely sound kind of happy about all this. Wait, did I look at the upvotes and downvotes? Holy! Yo, what is this video? What is gonna happen? I've never seen a downvote ratio that bad before. All right, Diablo 4, Adventure with a Dev. All right.
do you have any emotes?
I can taunt you.
Taunt me.
There are so many ways I can kill you.
That will be your last stupid mistake. Hi, I'm Deanie. I am a...
Everybody knows that there are drowned bells, and for them to be
Hey.
in a church.
I'll be honest, watching this gameplay, bro. Dude, watching this gameplay, bro. Okay, dude, I can't help but contextualize everything after just playing Baldur's Gate 3, but, like, this gameplay looks fucking trash. It looks fucking awful, bro. Holy, they look so unengaged, and like they're just I don't know, just spamming A. But then again, maybe they're just sitting there, they wanted some background content while they talk about the thing. Okay, so you're gonna look past that.
Hey, killing all these monsters in this area is too large, so let's actually shrink it a bit.
Yep.
Oh,
To be honest, so far, now I'm comparing what we're watching to that dog shit where they're like, hey, I'm that fucking guy, and look, this is some random fucking C-list celebrity guy who doesn't give a fuck about Diablo 4, and we're gonna play a fucking dungeon. At least these people are making the game, and they're talking about how they make the game. Like, you know, okay. I'm still not understanding why people dislike this video so bad. Yeah, it's a bit boring. I'm a bit bored. I'm bored right now. But I haven't heard, like, they haven't said something which is just, like, mental yet or anything. But let's keep watching.
Yeah, we do a lot of play tests. So when someone has a dungeon ready, they'll be like, "Hey, can people play test my dungeon?" And we actually have standing meetings specifically for like when someone has something. We try to involve as many people as possible.
Like, they play tested the original dungeons in D4 before they fucking released them and thought, like, the fucking backtracking and all the like random bullshit, like ultra AIDS quests were good. Like, what the they play tested that and they let that get through? That's a red flag. I'm gonna be honest, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. The fact that they're saying they did that, and then the dungeons, I mean, you guys saw dungeons, the initial state of dungeons whenever the game started. You saw that, right?
You know, and making sure that usually our biggest challenges are trying to like reduce like backtracking as much as possible.
Yep.
So
Like I say, I mean, maybe we don't know how bad it was. Maybe it was way worse. Maybe what they created in the first place was far worse, right? Maybe maybe they thought, oh, dude, we've mastered. There's basically no backtracking now. Whenever it was like giga backtracking. I mean, it must have been, right? It must have been.
I actually kind of always wanted to be a game designer.
Use your elbow.
Like, it's been kind of my dream since the days of Nintendo. You know, back in like the 80s.
Press X. Press X.
So I hopped into one of those. I have died.
Hold on. Let me see if I can go get you.
Then, yeah, so then I went to a...
Okay, so basically, what I'm seeing here is this video is just ultra fucking... The gameplay is terrible, and it's boring. So you have a combination of the gameplay being terrible, and it's just really boring, right? Yeah.
They actually had a visualization program, which included...
Why don't they press X? Why don't they press X? Why do they only press A? So what do people care about? People care about learning more things about Diablo 4. Like, it's like they're just saying random stories that nobody cares about, right? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But, like, you know, people care about, like, you know, how the game was designed and some insight into, like, how they designed certain things. Okay, so it's more... And then the gameplay is just... I mean, dude, it's infuriating.
Game design, because being under NDA for so long, which granted I haven't been on this project as long as Deanie has, but being able to finally be able to tell friends like, oh hey, here's the game, go try it, and like tell me what you think, and being able to see everybody
Yeah.
just so happy with it, and taking critique and like responding to it as fast as we can. Just overall loving to hear people boast about it, and getting to basically flaunt like hey, this is what I've been working on for the past long while.
My wife.
Do you know, I kind of feel sorry for her, dude. I kind of feel sorry for her, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I feel kind of sorry for her. Like, she's, you know, she does genuinely sound kind of happy about all this. And then, like, it's like, bro, her video is just like this video. Comments are turned off. Comments, were they on it by default or they just turned them off? Is there a Reddit thread? They were on. Oh no, they were on. I wait, is there like, can I go to the Wayback Machine and see what the comments said? I want to see what they were typing, bro, because holy shit. All right. I'm just saying, okay, the story, so this, it's very boring and the gameplay is just awful. And it's like not the content that people would be seeking out on the Diablo 4 channel to post, right? So then that's why I can see why people would be upset. But I haven't, nothing they've said is too egregious at this point where I would think to myself, like, this is the worst video I've ever seen, you know? So let's just see.
Wife's family is huge on Diablo, so it's been a lot of them like asking me like where everything is and like where all this stuff is hiding, which I'm like, well, I can tell you about the dungeons. It's about as far as I get. No, it's been pretty cool though. Like, it's a mini family.
Do you think they should pay people to like play the game properly so they actually know about the game? Because how can you truly design, like, surely if you play the game and you understand the game, then you can make dungeons that are better because you, like, if you don't understand anything about the game, how can you possibly make a dungeon that's going to be cool in terms of gameplay, right? Do you get what I'm saying? They do. What do you mean? She just said her family asked her about the game, and she says, I don't know anything except about the dungeons. I feel like knowing the game, everyone who's designing the game should know the game pretty thoroughly, right? I feel like that should be important. You need 1K hours to sweep the floors in GGG offices. Well, she said she was designing the dungeons, right? And placing bells and, you know, placing shrines. And didn't she invent a cursed shrine, apparently? Which, I mean, I don't know if that's inventing, because I mean, it was in Diablo 3, but I mean, isn't that what was intended? What, didn't they say that? Am I crazy? You know? All right, let's continue.
Play it as much whenever the game fully releases, but I've been pleasantly surprised. Like, the game is so expansive. Like, while I've worked on dungeons, the overworld alone, like, there's so much content there, and there's so many other dungeons I just haven't worked on. There's always content to go look forward to and playing too.
So we're at the drown.
Sad, dude. What's sad is this: the content, the quote-unquote content, is like walk around some area that looks slightly different to some other area, and there's like some random event thing that spawned where you just kill the same fucking monsters. You know, that's not content. I've just played Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, when my definition of content is like an entirely different storyline with unique characters and a crazy or quirky or sad or happy storyline with, like, you know, interesting combat that is different to the previous combat that I had in a very significant way. Do you notice that in BG3? Every single time you would have an encounter, it would be unique in some way. Every single one. I feel like that was a design goal. Was like, okay, we don't want generic fights. We're gonna make either like these monsters are gonna have some unique thing about them. They're gonna do something. They have some sort of gank mechanic. It was like a different fight every time, and the combat was not the same. It was like a puzzle, a different puzzle. Versus, like, you know, the Diablo 4 overworld being generic, and it was not different. It was just like, okay, it looks slightly different, except the same exact event is happening, right?
That's good. I'm running low on health potions. I gotta get more. I feel like I am average at games. I don't know.
No, you're not even average. You're trash. You're actually trash. She's playing the Barb, right? Because when the Barb died, she's like, I've died. No, I mean, bro, holy, you are fucking terrible. I mean, dude, they died like with the potions up, spamming the generator without using a spinner a single time, not using a cooldown. I don't know, dude. Not even like, what? Dude, she is not even average. She is fucking far below average.
You know, some of us are a little more casual, some of us are a little more hardcore, and it's kind of cool because then we can try and find this like balance between all of our stuff. And then
what, homogenize everything, dude? No, no, don't get me wrong though. It's probably certainly it's good to have different POVs, right? When you're designing a game instead of having an echo chamber. You know what I'm saying? No, it's good to have different. Yeah.
This will be your last.
I will be your last stupid mistake.
Thank you, Deanie, so much.
Emotion. They're showing emotion at the end because their charisma scores was 0, which I feel like was attributing to the negative, the extremely negative. Because not only because it was like that's why it was kind of boring, right? But they're actually just showing emotion at the end, which is good.
We're loving all the positive feedback from it, and.
Oh my god. It's kind of sad.
Yes, thank you for playing our game. We're loving all the.
You seem, they seem like the least enthused ever. Like, it's like the least enthused. The levels of enthusiasm are like, they know, it's like despair. It's despair or fucking, I don't know. But then again, that could just be the demeanor, right? Just be, it could just be the demeanor. Like, just like, a super chill person who likes to speak monotoned. Yeah. Ultimately, though, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, like, it was not much res. Like, it was low res, low charisma. It was boring, and the gameplay was bad. I think it's just out of... It's just like, nobody wants it. Which is... There's no... Like, who's the target demographic of this video? But then I don't understand the massive... I don't understand the huge disparity of, like... do you guys... If something's kind of boring, do you really go to your way to downvote it, dude? This one seems better. What's this? Okay, what is this? Llama, they seriously recorded this and edited this and thought it was good to post this? It's had to be approved by a PR who evidently knowing nothing about the game, but there isn't even a genuine developer in sight in this video either. Oh, no, what do you mean? Dude. Holy shit. TLDR just shut down Blizzard. But it was just, like, wait, what was the part? Wait, it was just boring and... bad gameplay, right? And they just got like some side art people to talk about the game, but it wasn't like necessarily massively bad though. How's this wrong? Well, of course, if they had got some of their main devs to come on and play the game, they could have given better, they could have talked about more stuff. It's so surface level and uninteresting, and given flat delivery, you end up focusing on the dismal gameplay being shown. Yeah, that's accurate. That's it, right? That's it. This is my take. This is it. That's it. That's what happens. Yeah, that's exactly correct. I would agree. These are devs, and so I wouldn't expect a great voice delivery, but it begs the question why they even made this, because this video isn't good at anything. Yeah, again, this is accurate. I didn't learn anything in the 10 minutes of the atrocious gameplay of a rambling dialogue. Yeah, that's it. It was devoid. That's exactly right. It was devoid of content. Like, it was just boring, and there was nothing. We didn't learn anything about the game. It just told us a random story. It was just this could be boiled down. Do you know what you could boil this down to? You could boil this down to 2 words, okay? And it would be bad content. It's just bad content. That's what it is. Not D4 bad. No, not D4 bad. Bad content. It's just bad content. It's not even like the video. It's not that they had crazy terrible takes or anything. It was more just it was just dog shit content. Yeah. To me, I'm sure there's the purpose of this subversion and all that there are one at Blizzard. Really? Do you reckon? I don't know about that. Really? This one at Blizzard. They reckon there's virtues in it. I don't know about that. There happen to be 2 chicks. Maybe. Some cynical PR points, devs get thrown under the bus to get pilloried online at this embarrassing gameplay. This should never be made public. Compare this to this developer insight. It's fascinating when you hear when it's properly structured. That was good. I watched this. I already watched this. It was great. It was very good. It was very good. Yeah, true. That is true. I can't think of any other video game developer than Blizzard where I felt such another thing sorry, you could also use, I think out of touch would be another way of describing as well. Because what happens when you're out of touch? When you're out of touch, you make bad content, right? That's also another thing. So they're out of touch, so then they're making bad content. Whereas if they were in touch, they would make at least content that people would want, right? Even if it was done in a poor, shitty manner, and it was like, at least they would be doing something that people want, right? Thing is, it can be scuffed as fuck, and the people can be monotoned, but if they're saying stuff that people want to hear, right, then that's good. That's inherently going to be good content. Doesn't matter. Like David Brevik sitting there talking to a webcam. If he's saying some good shit, it's good. I think the only way I can describe it would be obviously Californian, and I feel sorry for developers having to be a part of this. They've gone in front of a camera and been unintentionally publicly humiliated in a way that people don't want to have to deal with. Blizzard's marketing department should be nicknamed the Firing Squad. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Yo, calm down, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Wait, that got... Oh, shit. Honestly, I would have rather not seen this. Honestly, not everyone plays video games. Not everyone should be good at it, even developers. Okay, so everyone's just talking about how bad they are at the game. But for the love of God, if you're doing a live stream, you should definitely put someone who's at least played Solitaire. What the fuck? Holy shit! This is just ridiculous. Oh wait, no, this is just atrocious. It implicates the PR department who organized all this shit on top of the development team. Is everyone in the company a diversity hire or something? What is a good analogy? The patients running the insane asylum? Yep. What I don't get is how the fuck didn't they hire people? Didn't they hire some other? They need to hire a fucking YouTuber to run their channel, like someone who knows who's in touch, who knows what good content would look like, right? Hire some YouTuber. You could even just contract a guy to be like, yeah, no, don't do this, do this. Not me, I'm not a good YouTuber. But I'm, to be fair, I'm far more in touch and I would know like what people want for in terms of video. You know, whatever. Like I could come up with a better one, dude. I can come up with a better one right now. Here's a YouTube video, dude. Lead game designers reacts to hardcore Diablo 4 rips. There you go. That's a YouTube video right there. That's a YouTube video right there. And then they talk about the mechanics that killed them, and then they talk about like, oh, this guy died to a disconnect, and then they talk about like the potential issue. Yeah, like that would be a good video. I would watch that. There you go. I've just made a video. Like, right? I would watch that. That sounds interesting to me. The point is, right, you just need someone who has a basic idea of what people want to see, right? And then just make some of that shit, and then that would be good marketing, right? This painful watch, level 50, doing World Tier 1 and almost running out of potions, not healing, dying. Why is she button mashing? Basic attack is a hell button, and almost everything else is a one-time skill following a long cooldown. Wait, what? You just hold down the basic button? This is legit? Did my hands die for nothing? What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? This comment basically sums up the entire video. I would love to see the YouTube comments. I love that at 3 minutes into the video, they claim that they playtest the video game a lot. Though the same person is playing a barb without shouts and using fury generators, and only using fury generators. And then 5 minutes in, the same person dies without ever even trying to use a healing potion or using any fury. She's literally held full fury the entire time. Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna give a little argument here. If you're trying to recount a story and tell a story to someone and play video games, it can be a little bit harder than usual. But no, she was terrible. I see weeks of content for YouTube React creators. Wait, he's talking about me! Wait, he's talking about me, guys! Yo, D4 bad! I feel kind of sorry for them though, because of how, to be honest, ultimately, I don't think it's their fault. I think it's Blizzard's fault and it's Blizzard's marketing department, 100%. Now I feel like I feel like Blizzard also at the same time needs to pay these motherfuckers to play their game, so they're also not dog shit at the game. And on top of that, they also understand the game, so then that would help them when it comes to design and even art design. I feel like it's, you know, I feel like even any of that, like even if you're just designing a monster, right? If you don't understand how the game works at all, how can you really design a monster properly? Right? I mean, it's one of those things where or how can you design an environment? I feel like it's important. You know what? Whenever I first tuned into this video, I did get a little vibe of like, but then I listened to the video and I didn't get that vibe at all. I got a taste. Like, oh god, this could be bad. Because I didn't know what to expect. And then when I started watching it, I was like, this is about to be, but honestly, because if they'd gone into like all this bullshit and be like, we wanted to make the game inclusive and blah, 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 and fucking they started doing all this weird shit, they didn't do any of that, okay, at all throughout the entire video. So, they just talked about how they became work at Blizzard. It was just boring. It was just boring. It wasn't nothing to do with, they didn't say any of that random bullshit, so.
Because he is God Gamer. God Gamer. God.